Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's do a DVD review. This time around, we're going to talk about none other than the classic, all-time original comedy, The Three Stooges. And that's what we're going to talk about today on your first Watching Me Reviews. Welcome back. Alrighty then, let's start off with basically with the Three Stooges. I have Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Three Stooges collection. So, I have to say, Richard, these sets are pretty well convented. Let's see if I can keep it a little bit closer to us if I... So this is Volume 1, and I have to say, originally, that Columbia Pictures really did an awesome job, originally, to release these sets. Now, I have seen these sets originally eventually when they first came out, and they were probably priced up to like to $19 towards the price. I actually got this version from at Hastings for $19. So, yeah, I could basically wait for it when it was on sale, but for some reason they never had these versions on sale originally. So I thought, what the hell, I'll get 2 volumes, and then hopefully I will come across the other volumes. And I know originally Volume 3 to Volume 8 was all the way to basically to the complete. So we'll eventually come across the gaming sets of all 8 volumes. So here we have so here on Volume 1 we have all the shorts like Woman Haters, Punch Drunks, Men in Black, Three Little Piggies, let's see what else, Horses Cattle, Releases Nights, Pop Goes the Weasel, Usinate Warriors, Patches of Pawn of My Patch. Pawn of My Patch. Holy Harlem, if I pronounce that name right. Like I said, I really don't remember these shorts as I used to, because I used to watch these the Three Stooges shorts on occasionally on TV a long time ago, and it's been a while that I've seen this. I've seen some of these shorts before. Uh, let's continue on. Ants Up at the Party, Movie Madness, Half Shot Shooters, Disorder in the Court, Pain of the Plumber, False Alarm, Whoops, I'm an Indian, and Slips of Nuts. Slips of Slap Sillies. Slap Sillies, yeah, if I pronounce it right. Slap Sillies, yes. So they are originally currently in year dated, was basically into 1934 to 1936. So this is predates of the 1900s. So we'll give you a nice good picture of the business. I'm trying to give you guys enough light. In case you even notice, I'm using my light, my lamp version to get enough light. So bear with me, mine. It's a little pitch dark version because my camera is very not very good quality version that it is. But I'm actually working on trying to get a better light. So anyway, this is Volume 1. If we get a little bit close enough, if I could really give a focus, so I can just really, okay, that's probably going to have to do. Yeah, so this is Volume 1, and has all the basically Three Stooges shorts, and on the front, we have a nice good spine, if you probably can see. And on the back, we got the listing of all the basically shorts. If I can just, let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. If you listen to all the shorts, if I get a little bit close enough so you guys can see it. It got the info, and it got all the Three Stooges film shorts. And if we open up, it's actually the keep case. They are spread every basically in 2 discs. Same thing, Richard, with the this one. Same thing on the spine. Probably can't see it, Bishop, but this is this one. There you go. This one. Then basically the same thing. Originally, you got the info based of all the shorts and the information. And then we're going to open up. It got some pretty good, awesome artwork inside the casing. So it's basically like kind of like a very nice good. Nice if we open up. Let's see. There we go. And then we got the same thing originally artwork, but this time originally they actually really put info in. So pretty cool. And same thing as this too. Like I said, you probably can't see version of this too, but this is this too. And you got the info version of the shorts. And we open up again. There we go. Got a nice, originally picture, a nice good picture. And same when we take the disc out. Oops. We have the great some of the pictures of the Stooges. I have to say originally that Columbia Pictures did an awesome job to make these volumes as a pretty complete set. And we have volume 2, which basically, yeah, I'll show you. I'll basically tell the short set. I'll tell the short stories afterwards. So basically, we have volume 2. There we go. Yeah, volume 2. And we have volume 2. If down, you probably can't see it. Yeah, my light is very touchy right now. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So basically, we have volume 2, and on the back, same thing, which again. Let's see if I can bring the light a little bit closer. There we go. That's a lot more better. So that's volume 2. So that's volume 2, and it got all the listing of the shorts. It got the info, and if we open it again, same thing, which is it's a slip. It's basically digital. Well, basically the slip thing cases, and then both of originally. This is volume 2. This is this 2. This one, and then basically on the front and on the back, on the spine, front spine, and on the back. Listen to all the basically shorts. If I can get a little bit closer up. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna open up. We have pretty good, nice disc art. All the basically listing of the shorts. I'm gonna open up take the disc out. We have same thing as the picture art. Pretty well, pretty snazzy. And then finally, we have this disc 2. Say that again. Open up again. I actually found this pretty obvious to have a laugh. You got the Stooges basically eating just basically dog biscuits, especially in one short. I will eventually talk about the shorts eventually. And we're going to take this out. We have the same thing pictured again, but different original artwork. So yeah, I actually found the shorts pretty well interesting and actually pretty well comprehensive of way to originally have as a collection, and I'm very happy originally. So we have on volume 2 we have Guts and Giggles, Lazy Dodgers, Three Dumb Chickens, Back to the Woods, Gloobies and Sadness, Cash and Curly, Play for the Pose, I guess you call it, Play for the Pose, the Sandron Dramas, I forget to pronounce that right, Dragon of 1938, Wee Wee Monster, well, Wee Wee Master, I guess you call it, yeah, Wee Wee Master, Treaters of the Air, Health, Wealth, and Dumb, Violence of the World, the Curly, very awesome, good Three Sisters short. Three Misses and Links, Mix to You, Fan Foot of Stooges. Finally, we got three little saws and swings, We want our mummy, a duck, a ducking. They go. Yes, we have no bonanza. Pretty good short. Saved by the billing, calling our cars, oil to bed, oil to rise, and finally three silly, three softly people. Yeah. Uh, if I'm pronouncing them right, then quote me on the comments below. But yeah, well, interesting versus shorts because they all really are digitally mastered because Columbia Pictures really did very good with a technical job with these sets because they really mastered these sets very well. And because when I was popping in on my DVD player, I was very happy that these sets were very well compilations of digitally shorts. Now, if you look down the bottom, if I can show you, there's originally says digital remastered shorts, printed with them in order of the release or presented in their original release date. So, basically, to my knowledge, all the shorts are originally probably in particular ordered year, which I find it pretty interesting because if you go to I think on Amazon or well, if you go to the official website of these shorts, you can actually look at the chronological of year and date and the month of these shorts were released. Now, to be fair for you, I have watched originally Three Stooges on TV a long time ago and had to record some of the shorts I remember recording. So what I find pretty interesting about the Three Stooges is pretty wise that each short has at least about like 15 or even 20 minutes longer episode. So to my knowledge, I think when these were probably released, there were kind of a few DVDs, Three Stooges release dates that I was eventually was going to probably get, but never really thought was going to come around with it. But when I saw the volumes, I was really kind of curious. You know what? I'm going to pick up the volume sets, which is that basically because I used to remember I used to own the Three Stooges on VHS, like basically this like random Three Stooges shorts and never being seen the light of day. The only thing which I hate about those kind of DVDs releases is because they don't have the full amount of episodes. The only episodes you could probably get is probably the volumes, unless if you can, go to a certain business friends with, how can I say, what I want to say, basically certain find your way to find the positive good Three Stooges shorts you could probably find, because most of them they will visually would be on VHS years ago to the time. And to my thoughts, originally seeing these originally in very chronological order and digitally remastered, it's pretty great for us to see this. It's not really kind of like, remastered originally. They actually had a hard time to um, chronological to keep it up to date and keep it up originally released. So when when these were probably released, they were released in 2007. These would probably be released in 2007 because from the 25th anniversary of Three Stooges, or 75 anniversary, 75 anniversary, they were started releasing these sets because these were the proper originally the only way you could probably see them. So the only way you could probably get these originally is basically go to buy certain stores like Amazon. I actually saw these sets were going on for like 35 or probably um, um, 1999 version for basically for one specific volume if you basically can pick it up. So yes, there is volume 3 and volume 8 of these sets. Now we'll eventually come across and see any of them, but for the time being, I think this is basically wise. Now, if you're gonna ask me, now I had some comments basically when I was going on Amazon, and people said that well, the picture quality doesn't look good. It doesn't have that film the taste of what. But like I said before, some people moan and bitch about the picture quality, but you know what? I think you guys are idiots. If you don't take these these sets really serious and don't think they're not really good quality, then you're idiots. I mean, you have no idea how hard these sets. These are actually our film prints. They actually really found the film out of the film prints, and they go, oh wow, they can actually really remaster that and actually put it on DVD, on Blu-ray. Now I was very curious, well, if they could do that, if they basically could remaster all this stuff and actually put it in the high def resolution, see, as a capable as a Blu-ray. Now, I actually really don't know if that was the plan versus doing that, but I think the reason why they kept it on DVD is because, they couldn't really find the remastered, what I want to say, the masters of the basics of the film prints. Now, like I said before, I was my previous video of the X-Men animated series is because all those film prints are actually just broadcast. Here on the Three Stooges shorts, these are basically our film prints. These are actually film because at the time in the early 30s and 40s and 50s, TV shows and movies were shot on film. There's no possible way we could probably see these movies in a film out of film, which, if you're that really do all your cleaning and all your work in process and everything, try to make these film prints really great, nice and clean, and they won't be a problem. But the thing about these sets is that there's really no comparison to actually make these sets of Blu-ray. Now, the reason why I say this, Richard, is because there's no way they could probably find the original film prints. The original film prints are actually just gone, completely just vanished. So the reason why I think it's best for us to keep these on DVD is because A, it's probably the only quality that we could probably have to see, and this is the only way we could probably have to see them. Just be glad you can see the researchers on basically on DVD. And that said, the one thing I am kind of curious, and I think this is the reason why that some fans out there, I won't say hardcore fans, because I wouldn't never interpret person to be that way to say that. I think fans are pretty much being the same, that there's some elements of this shorts because there's some mixed pieces that actually didn't qualify them when they saw it on television. Because I used to record the Three Stooges briefly when it comes on TV eventually. Eventually you can really watch the Three Stooges on TV eventually if it comes on. I think it comes on originally on A to E. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but it's pretty widely compatible to see the Stooges basically be back on television. But I found it pretty odd, actually, because most of the TV company network just basically put the Three Stooges as like a special occasion reason to celebrate the anniversary of the Stooges being popularity. And that time, I think it was pretty well competitive to see that originally, because that was the only way we could probably see that. But until I think in 2007, they actually released these volumes. So I was very kind of curious that you want to pick them up, and actually really thinking, okay, well they could probably do that and actually do a very awesome good way to really keep the shorts in chronological order and chronologically even. But at the time when we had the Three Stooges on any format was basically with VHS, because they would release some of them. They would release like some of format of the Three Stooges in VHS, and to the time there were these like shorts they actually did properly release to the time, but I'm not quite sure what the kind mind if it was like different shorts or actually that's kind of like mixed the movie shorts different. But at the time I remember they owned this kind of like this VHS box set of the Three Stooges setting. What you have is just you have the complete story of how the Stooges became popularity. Then you got originally what I want to say. I kind of like a documentary shorts about originally how the Stooges became popular when they got to be in television. And that was pretty well competitive because I do have a pretty awesome good DVD version that I actually bought version from the library a long time ago, which basically this one, Three Stooges all-time favorites. Now, this is actually the Primus DVD release. This came out in, let's see, I want to say I think probably towards, 1998, before DVD came along originally. So this is actually a pretty awesome documentary because not only this because This has great, really documentary stuff, but it also gives you an inside story about how the Stooges, became popularity, how the Curly was basically died from basically from a stroke, and how the Stooges was basically connected with like cancer and all that stuff. This is actually a pretty well awesome documentary set. The only thing I like about this is because you get a family album, you get tricks of all tricks, and you get Ruben Tour, and the rarest 1970 film and original documentary setting of fans which discuss about what they like about the Three Stooges. So basically, this is the Three Stooges time machine. If I can focus on. Yeah, I'm sorry about my light visually, but it's pretty hard visually to count by. There we go. Yeah. Okay, we got the spine and on the back. It's listed with 3 documentaries originally on the front. So if we open it up, we have a nice, good artwork of the Three Stooges. But what I found this pretty interesting is because it's almost like the Three Stooges story. Now, I used to own the Three Stooges story on VHS a long time ago, and I will bet you come across and getting that version, hopefully, if it's still available on DVD. But what I find it pretty interesting of this set, it's because it's exactly the same story, but it's a lot more different. So basically, the family album is far more different than basically the Three Stooges story. The Three Stooges story is actually pretty well written documentary, and actually really pretty interesting to see. One of the cast members, which is in the Three Stooges shorts, talk about their feelings about what it was like to working with Mo, Larry, Curly, Shemp, and basically a few others. And I actually pretty well was really kind of curious about how this was really compatible as it was watchable. So to my knowledge, it's pretty well understand about how the Three Stooges was really just downright hilarious and actually really compatible. But I actually found the Three Stooges pretty well hilarious and actually pretty funny entertainment. Most people really don't like the Stooges. I think it's just because they're just as hateful and don't want to see a classic comedy. Maybe come on, it's just that it may be not ha ha funny or anything, but come on, it's well worth to entertain. You get to see. I remember one scene when I think Curly was trying to say, "Hey Mo, what do you think of this?" Is like stuff about that. Yeah, and I think the one scene where they went say, when Curly say, "Hey Mo, this is the time when we went to that da 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 whatever." And I kept dropping it, and then originally Mo just slapping towards his face originally for no apparent reason that why. He'd say that. Yeah, there's a lot of slap humor and jokes usually because when I was watching it, I see the actors playing their roles, and they're just basically playing that kind of witness of comedy. Because usually I look at Mo as the funny humor comedy guy, usually that just really enjoys the playing the com of seeing his best his family relatives, like for instance, like Curly, Shemp, and even basically his mother and father, was really kind of, because you get to see a cameo appearance of Mo, Curly, and Shemp's parents in basically in Disorder Court. If you look at the bright side, usually you can actually see their biological parents just basically just being as a guest appearance, which I found that pretty interesting because I was just kind of like, wow, that's really something. That's really kind of actually pretty well interesting. But like I said before, the Three Stooges, I have to say, they just really just brought the only thing I like about the Three Stooges is because they're just downright hilarious. They maybe not ha 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 funny, which is like, oh look at me, but no, it's just very wise when you wanted to have something that is laugh and something that is so really just memorable. This is something you could probably get a chance to watch. I mean, even though if you think that they're just basically downright silly and goofy, they're still just well funny. So like I say, for Three Stooges, they are very well entertainment and very well. So I will give these sets this basically about 5 out of 5 stars because originally to me it's pretty wise to see these shorts again, and I will hope we'll come across to getting volumes 3 to 8 because there are 8 volumes on these sets. So we'll definitely come across some of those recently, and definitely we'll talk about a little bit more about the other Stooges, like for instance Shem, Joe Buster, and even Joe Dorita, aka Curly Joe. So yeah, I definitely would talk about that. For Mo, Larry, and Curly, I mean, they're just basically the true icons. I mean, they were just a true icon, performers. That just anyway, you know what I mean. I think the only thing I like about the Stooges is basically the comedy, the slap-slipping performers. Like for instance, you got uh, Bud Jameson, Bernadette, Christine McIntyre. I mean, the rest of it goes on and on. It's just one amazing people who comes on basically on the Three Stooges shorts and just make a guest appearance for every short, and it just downright silly. It just really just that humor of silliness and just comediness. So definitely really worth person to watch if you're a Three Stooges fan or just a fan you just want to be part of the Three Stooges family. Then I recommend you picking them up because there's really no point about seeing these three silly guys which are just going slapping chips in their faces and poking into each other's eyes and just spraying them in with seltzer water, like that little bottle of seltzer, which when it's spread around, which when you get to spray it on the top of when you spray on your glass, it's just downright silly to spray them on their faces and everything. It's just one of the silliest moments, and yeah, it just great. And even Curly, from him from doing that knock knock uh, sound language and then just really just be hilarious. It just you just get an herb of happiness and very just give you a very grinnerage on your face. Wow, these guys are really well funny. But I don't know. I found the Stooges still continue to be as funny, and I'm still continuing to be as a fan to this day. So that pretty much ends up this DVD review and a little bit update of the Three Stooges. And I will eventually do a couple more updates for you guys. I just haven't got around to doing any of DVDs, and basically been so busy. I've been so lazy recently today. Recently, I just haven't got around to doing videos. But I'll just to be sure, I will do a couple more videos because I did eventually purchase some more DVDs and Blu-rays from basically from the Black Friday sale. So I definitely will do that eventually, and I really will keep you guys up to date. So again, so yeah, that ends it for me for now. So until next time, thank you for watching. And sayonara.